You're watching UNICEF television.
The stunning coastline of Davao Oriental used to be a hidden treasure for adventurous travelers and surfers alike. Until Typhoon Pablo as it's locally known, struck this area, affecting a staggering 6.2 million people. In a landscape still littered with fallen coconut trees and debris, families are coming to terms with losing everything and having to start again. UNICEF officers met with some of the 72,000 families that were provided shelter. And NGO partners have been carefully monitoring the condition of young children attending their weekly clinics.
I gave her the easy pace 3 times a day. There were times that she did not want to eat, but I would force her to eat it to help her body. I brought her every Thursday for weight monitoring and to get a supply of the easy paste. And later, she was given Plumpy Dose, and I gave that to her 3 times a day. Then I realized that she was and still is gaining weight.
An estimated 67,000 children under 5 are at risk from malnutrition.
Because after an emergency, usually you see, primarily you see a shortage of basic supplies of food. You see an upsurge or an increase in the incidence or prevalence of infectious disease, most commonly respiratory infections and acute watery diarrhea. And if you combine these 2 immediate causes, the infectious disease and the lack of and poor food intake, then these are the 2 immediate causes in the UNICEF causal framework that immediately will push a child into malnutrition.
For school-aged children, the typhoon's destruction of classrooms has meant a delay in their education. But here, at Dapnon Elementary, where buildings were damaged or destroyed, the principal has succeeded in getting more than 90% of the students back into school, with the help from UNICEF and the Department of Education, who have provided temporary learning spaces and school packs for every child. Still, children bear the scars of the terrifying day the storm struck.
Family and I are very scared because our house is shaking. Then, our house collapsed. We are all inside it. My father was left. I go back to the house to get my father because he cannot move. He's over and he is sickly. Then, we ran going to the house of my godmother. When we reached the house of my godmother, my mother heart attacked 3 times. We gave her a water and I told him to be calm and don't be panicked because we have a God to save us.
The storm hit the southeastern region of the Philippines, an area not used to typhoons. Many Filipinos here were unprepared for a storm of its magnitude and are still visibly traumatized by what has happened.
I thought everyone was dead when I went out. It was all destroyed. I couldn't explain what I felt. I said, "Where are all my friends? Maybe they are all dead."
I just hope that they get their lives back. The children will be in my next visit. I hope I can see children happier, running around, playing freely, and not scared of nature.
Although UNICEF has received less than 50% of the amount appealed for, the agency will continue to respond to ongoing needs.
As far as UNICEF is concerned, as long as there's a substantial needs to be fulfilled, be it survival, development, protection, we remain to be engaged, in this situation.
For these children, a chance to play and laugh again is an important milestone on their journey to recovery. This is Marisa Roy for UNICEF Television.
You've been watching UNICEF Television.